Yo, what's going on, folks? My name is, of course, Catmanjoe, and welcome back, everybody, to another brand new video on the channel, guys. Today, of course, we are back on some Minecraft, and today we're just going to be hopefully just chilling out and having a bit of a catch-up and a chat, because it's kind of been kind of quite a while since I really got a minute just to not script anything, not to, you know, I guess fully plan out stuff and just kind of just chill and kind of have a bit of a venting kind of session with you guys, because I feel like it's kind of time. To begin with, by the way, if anybody is curious, this is the new, I think it's like Sky Royale or whatever it's called. It's a new game mode on Hive. That's what I'm playing right now in the background. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not bad now, but like it's a little bit buggy. Like, I tried playing this game mode like, I don't know, like maybe 8 or 10 times today to get some good footage. And like, yeah, listen, everybody who's ever played with me, you know, like, I'm not the best at PvP, but oh my god, were these servers laggy. Like, dead serious. Like, the Hive normally is quite smooth. If anything, of like the entire 6 featured servers, the Hive's always the smoothest. But for me, I don't know what it was. Like, right here, right now, as you can see right now, everything's good. Like, you know, I can get stuff out the chest. Everything's all right. There's no actual lag. You know, everything's good. Like, it's all smooth. But just trust me. Just wait. Some of the gameplay that will come up, you'll see. Like, it was actually ridiculous. Like, I was genuinely teleporting and moving everywhere. Like, I couldn't do a single thing, and it was just hell. Like, it was just absolute hell. Like, I don't know what's happening, if it was just me or if it's the Hive. If any of you guys have been on the Hive recently and actually been experiencing this, you know, let me know. Yeah, like, listen, I know I've got like McDonald's Wi-Fi now. Like, look at this new guy right here. Look at this guy. I forgot about this. This guy just, he's waiting for me. Like, it's so easy to tell. Like, he's gonna jump or I'm gonna jump, and it's like, nah, I'm just gonna wait for you, buddy. I'm just gonna wait for you. But yeah, guys. So today, you know, we're back, obviously, on the channel with some videos. It's been kind of a hot minute since I kind of really made a video. Like, you know, I know it's like, oh, but you've been making videos too. Well, nah, no, not really, man. If you've been on my channel, you probably already know one, but I'm not really been, like, I guess, making videos. Like, I've actually been almost like pretty chat. Look at this guy. Like, just whoa, like, oh, he's gone, and that's him. He's done for. But like, you know, if you've been on the channel recently, you probably noticed like there's not really been many videos up on the actual channel. I've kind of just been almost like slacking with videos and almost putting all my work into streaming, which I don't know. Like, I know some of you guys obviously are here just for my uploads, and some of you are here for my streams, and you know, there's kind of a mix of people that are, you know, here for both, which much love to every single one of you, for real. But I've just been really burnt out. Like, being real with you guys, I've been really burnt out. Like, listen, if you're a content creator yourself, like, you already know, like, man, creator burnout is a real thing. And for me recently, folks, like, you know, I often am very bad for pushing myself too much. Like, I like say, hey, you know, we got to do this, 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 and I end up pushing myself to the point where, like, I get actually like sick, like genuinely like sick. I'm ill, I've got headaches, I'm not in the mood, I'm not eating properly, nothing. Like, it's terrible. Like, just to make content, like, it's no good, you know what I'm saying? So I've kind of taken a break from content because I didn't really it's not that I didn't enjoy it, but it's like I just didn't really have the same passion for making videos as I did. It was kind of more I was just enjoying streaming, and that's all I wanted to do. And I was like, you know, hey, like, I'm just gonna kind of stream. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been uploading videos. Thanks to my buddy Blue Room, another YouTuber and whatnot. I've been uploading my Redstone Shorts with like Redstone Shorts, which has been featuring Blue Room. It's actually been his videos re-uploaded onto my channel because Blue is a good buddy of mine, and he's popping off for himself right now, and he knows I've been busy, so he's like, oh man, hey, I'll let you upload these videos and whatnot. So it's been pretty good and all, but I've not really been making any videos. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Yeah, I've been kind of burnt out, guys. Like, being real with y'all. Like, I don't know, honestly, folks. I've been kind of burnt out, but you know, recently I've been trying to get back on the ball. You know, I've been doing a lot of work outside of my channel. I've been working on my podcast channel. A lot of you already know about that, but if you don't, I've got a podcast channel called TFP, or it's called The Forgotten Podcast. It's my pride and joy. Like, you know, I love this channel. I love, you know, Catmanjoe. Like, this is my channel. This is what I like. I love this channel more than anything in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you know, of course, except family and shit. But like, it's one of those things where, like, this other channel of mine, obviously, the TFP, The Forgotten Podcast, like, it's one of those things where, you know, you really have to put effort in it to effort into it for it to actually grow. And like, for me, I'm always like kind of the backbone, I feel like, of the podcast group. There's myself, my buddy Joseph are Curious, much love to him, I love him to bits, man. And there's my buddy Bradley as well, does it. And like, you know, we put a lot of work in, but like in general, it just needs a lot more work than what those other two can put in. So I feel like I always have to be kind of the backbone for the, I guess, for the group almost. But I want to speak about where I've been and where content's been. I kind of just vent and have a chat with you guys. Like, this is all that's going to be. Like, hey, if you're here for some sort of like, oh, new update coming soon bullshit, like, hey, listen, man, there'll be some videos coming soon probably regarding that kind of jazz. But like, you know, today, man, I just want to chill. Like, hey, listen, if you like my content, if you like me as a content creator, like, I'm just gonna be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. That's all I'm gonna be doing. Like, there's not really much else to it than that. But yeah, so I wanted to speak about as well something that happened really recently. So recently, if you didn't already hear, I made a video, and look at this bullshit, can I just say, like, this was like I swear, I was like, I honestly like legitimately slapped my desk. Like, I proper like backhanded my desk. The kind of backhander that your mom gives you for like calling her a bitch, like accidentally when you're with your buddies. That's the kind of thing I just gave my desk. I swear, my desk has got like a red like actual mark on it now from my hand. I swear, I just like that right to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo man, you're going down, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't happy with that loss, you know what I'm saying? But if any of you don't already know, recently I actually done a stream on the channel. I done a stream on the channel, I think it was on Thursday night, like late Thursday night, basically like early, you know, even Friday morning basically. And the stream itself was on December 4th. It was called We Have Lost Literally Everything. Now if you didn't already watch it, a lot of people are going to be waiting to like know the full story behind this. I'm going to get into obviously, you know, here today. But for anybody who doesn't already know, I lost legit my PlayStation account and everything with it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, someone's at my door. What the fuck is this? 1 second. Sorry about that. My dad actually had just interrupted me midway through recording, and he started beeping the horn outside like, hey, get the fuck out of here, like help him with the, you know, help him with all the shopping. So yeah, I had to go do that real quick. So my apologies for cutting off there for a minute. But yeah, so my PlayStation 4 account, Catmanjoe 2000, that I've been making content on this channel and even before this channel for the past 4 years, got permanently suspended. There's no way to appeal it. There's no even like there's no consideration, like there's no appeals, nothing like that. But let me tell you the story of exactly how this shit went down, right? So just to give some context, this happened on Thursday about 1:10 p.m. That's when I received my email getting informed about this. I'm going to read out the email and show you guys that as well, because I'm sure some of you will be slightly interested to some degree, right? But to give some context, right? On the build up to Thursday, I'd had honestly the worst week of my entire year. Like this entire 2020 has been hard on everybody, right? With COVID and everything like that. Like 2020 has not been easy whatsoever. But this week, or well, yeah, it is this week technically. It's last week now, but yeah, last week I swear it was one of the hardest fucking weeks I've had in 2020 so far. Like undoubtedly, in my opinion, right? Now the reason why was because on Monday I had to deal with some personal stuff. Like Monday I didn't sleep a wink. I was up all night long having to, you know, stay awake to go deal with this thing that I had to deal with. I don't want to give too much context on it, but like in a nutshell, it isn't even over and done with yet. Like it's just kind of been backdated and put back a little bit, so I don't have to wait. And look at this, oh my god, look at this, like that death. Like how ridiculous was that? I slid off the edge, I swear, man. I was just, every single time, like I said before, I was just like that, just slapping my desk. Honestly, again, my desk is like multiple hand marks, ain't just one, I should clarify. But like no, so on the build up to this day, obviously on Thursday when I got the original email, let me know about obviously my PlayStation account, I'd had the worst week I've had throughout 2020 so far, right? My, you know, the days before this, right, like just to give some context as well, days before the Monday one, like just before the weekend, say like you know, this was like now 2 weeks ago, right? I decided I wanted to start responding to all my messages and all my comments on YouTube and on obviously my PlayStation. Now I'd been keeping quite concurrent with replying to all my comments on YouTube because that was like difficult, but I was keeping up with it. But what I wanted to do was take on a new challenge, and I was like to try and reply to all my social media messages and every one of my social medias, which like I've got Twitter, I've got Discord, I've got Reddit, I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook pages, I've got obviously YouTube, I've got Snapchat, I've got like everything, like legit, you know what I mean, PlayStation messages, Xbox messages, you name it, I've got it. And look at this lag, like this was the lag I was talking about. Look how bad this thing is. Like this isn't me, again, this is a Hive servers, like Hive, man, like you got to work on your stuff here because this is ridiculous. But yeah, like, so, you know, building up to this, I was like, hey, I want to try and reply to all my messages on PlayStation and, you know, on all my social medias as well. So I had actually spent three or 4 days, about 3.5 days, I believe it was, right, of my life. I wasn't making any videos because I didn't care about making any money and whatnot. It wasn't about that. It was just about responding to the community, right? So I'd spent 3 days, though, every single day, like, honestly, guys, like, every single day replying to messages and comments, or not, like, comments. Comments were like a bit of it, but it was mainly PlayStation 4 messages I was, you know, responding to. I had over 500 messages that backdated up to 3 months, but in 3.5 days I got through every single message, responding to every single one, and I was done. I was happy with it and I was pleased, right? Monday comes around, I had some stressful stuff to deal with. I was up all night because I just couldn't sleep with it and whatnot, but like that was the first of my problems. Like Monday night was going to be stressful, and like, or Monday in general was going to be a stressful day, but Wednesday was going to be a day that like could really fuck me over. Like if my thing never went right on Monday or Wednesday, I would have been fucked over. But if Wednesday especially hadn't went right, like I wouldn't be able to make any content. Like there was no question of it. I wouldn't have been able to make any content. I wouldn't be able to stream, nothing. Like there was nothing at all. Like legit, that's how serious it was. So I was like, right, you know, this is stressful. So Monday night all the way to Wednesday, I kept replying to like, you know, PlayStation messages, to comments on the channel. I even started replying to Instagram messages as well, because I was like, all right, I got some spare time. I can't make content and focus on that right now. I want to just kind of focus on mainly, if I can, just replying to all my messages and all my social medias. So I done all my Instagram messages. That backdated like a year and a half, and then I done all my what was it called? All my Twitter DMs, and like I done all my Twitter DMs, Instagram messages, pretty much all on the same night. This was like on the Tuesday leading up to the Wednesday itself. Again, look at this death right here. This was a horrible death. I can't lie. Like I was again in pain with that death. Like I didn't even move at that point. I was just dumb. So I was replying on my Instagram messages. They went back like a year and a half. I done all my Twitter DMs, everything, right? Wednesday comes along again, like the Monday thing, it just got put back. It wasn't finished and dealt with yet though, but it got put back, so at least I get to enjoy my Christmas, and then I can worry about all this shit that I have to worry about and deal with, you know, after Christmas. Which I honestly, like, although it sounds like bad, like, listen, obviously it could have went better. I'm just happy I get to enjoy my Christmas to some degree, you know what I'm saying? Anyway though, Wednesday night, or you know, well, it's Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? Wednesday I was up all night, I fall asleep, I'm pretty much awake really late at night on Wednesday night and whatnot, and I even started on Wednesday night because of Wednesday and Monday being decent. Like they weren't, you know, like the news on what happened wasn't like the best it could be, but like it was better than what could have happened in general. Like the worst outcome was still the worst, do you know what I mean? This outcome and the outcomes I had were, you know, they prolonged, you know, the potential worst outcome, but like they still prolonged it enough that I get to enjoy my Christmas, which was important to me. So I was like, hey, it doesn't matter, let's just try and relax, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like, hey, like I'm a person who believes in karma. I'm a person who believes like if you do someone bad, that shit's gonna come back around and like, it's gonna bite you in the ass, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, like everybody has their days, but at the end of the day, like it will, you know what I'm saying? Like hey, I've seen it myself firsthand, right? And I shit you not though, Wednesday night, I'm like, hey, I want to do something nice. My buddy, you know, because I'm replying to all my Discord messages, I don't mind Instagram and, you know, Twitter DMs. All Wednesday night, though, after I wake up about 8 o'clock at night, because I've been awake all night in general on the Tuesday going up to the Wednesday, and on Wednesday morning, about, you know, I think it was like, what, like 1 o'clock, you know, UK time in the afternoon, I fell asleep. I woke up about 8 o'clock, and from there, like, if you've ever fallen asleep in a day, you already know, like, when you wake up, like, after falling asleep in the middle of the day, like, you are messed up. Like, you will be awake all night. So I'm like, right, I want to do something like productive with my time. I want to do something good. I could stream, I could do that, and I'm like, nah, I want to do something different. So what I actually decided to do was reply to all my Discord DMs. I got all them done. They backdated like a year and a half, 2 years. It was ridiculous, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I got all my DMs done there though, and I actually had a DM though. I replied to one of my DMs from a buddy of mine, a YouTube buddy by the name of Tiki. Tiki, if you don't know, if anybody here hasn't heard of him, Tiki's a great guy. He's a really awesome dude. Basically what Tiki does is he raids people on YouTube, and he raids them with, like, he's got almost like 1.9k right now, or he might even have 1.9k, almost 2k basically. But he raids people, smaller content creators, bigger content creators. Like he raided me. That's how we met, right? And in return, like, we rated him because it was a mutual respect kind of thing. Like, if you know, like, you got to give out what you get given, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is, you know what I mean? Like, it goes both ways. It can't just be a one-way street. That's at least what I believe in. So anyway though, he hits me up after I respond to him on Discord. He's like, yo, hey Joe, can I ask a favor? And I'm like, and by the way, this is also relevant to the PlayStation story, don't worry. And I'm like, yeah, man, what's up? You know, is everything all right? What is it? Yeah, no, I was just wondering, could you help me get this girl to 220? At first it was 200 subs because that was her goal, and she never thought she could get it. And then she was at like 130 at the point in time. So she's all like, you know, 70 or 75 to go. So she was quite a bit away. But he was like, can you help me, you know, get her to 200 subscribers? And I'm like, all right, you know, yeah, sure. I was like, listen, I can't obviously share on my YouTube or on my Discord right now, obviously, just because of the time and this death again. Like, some of these, like, the times I've died in this game is fucking ridiculous. But, like, honestly, this game mode, those Leap of Faith books, I never knew that's what they done, and I just got decked here. It was so bad. But anyway, though, so I'm like, right, I still, like, I feel like I can do more. I want to be as, like, I want to give out what I was given. It wasn't amazing luck or great luck, but, like, it was better than what it could have been. I want to keep giving it out. I want to give out what I've been given, you know what I'm saying? That's how I was feeling. I was like, I was feeling good. So I was like, right, fuck it, let's help this girl get to 200 subscribers. Now I've got like my channel, I personally went and subscribed myself because I believe in like you practice what you preach. Like, you know, don't preach what you won't practice. Like, you know, I'm not going to tell everybody else to go subscribe to this girl if I'm not going to do it. I shared her thing in my Discord, even though I said I wouldn't. I was like, you know, fuck it, like I don't mind. Shared it in my Discord. I went and raided her, obviously, basically with my Discord peeps a little bit, and then obviously I came there with all accounts and whatnot that I had, because obviously I've been doing YouTube for 10 years. I've got like my main channel, the podcast channel, the archive channels. I've got, you know, all that kind of shit, vlog channels. I've got a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like not millions, but I've got quite a few. So I subbed her on all my extra accounts. So I sat in the stream and I helped promote it and whatnot. And we inevitably got her to 200 subscribers. She was crying on screen, on the stream itself. It was a beautiful and lovely, like, humble moment. And then we got to 222 subscribers because that was our favorite, like that was her like favorite number. She was like, no, there's no way. We got her there. She hit that. It was amazing. Like, to put it short, it was amazing. Like, my night ended and I felt honestly like $1,000,000. I felt like a new man. I felt fantastic. I'd done a good deed. I'd had a decent-ish day as opposed to how it could have went. I felt like I could just relax, right? So I go to sleep about, I want to say like 8 in the morning, right? 8 in the morning. Now at this point, my phone's ran out of battery. You know, my phone's out of battery, so is my laptop, because I was using them all night long to speak to Tiki and to help this girl, you know, reach her goal. So, you know, I wake up in the morning, my phone's out of battery, my dad's like, yo, yeah, you want to make a coffee? I'm like, okay, yeah, no worries. I make a coffee for him and tea for me. Turn on my phone, and you know when you turn on your phone and you know how to on over like all night, and when you turn it on, all the notifications come through at once? Well, that happened, right? So I turned on my phone after charging up a little bit, because obviously it ran out of battery the night before. Turn on my phone and I get flooded with notifications, right? Now it's like nothing bad, like it's just like tweets and shit like that, like stuff like always. I'm always looking for like news stuff and whatnot, etc. For Minecraft and everything else. But I have an email from PlayStation, and like it says the subject is, your account has been permanently suspended. And I'm like, you know, I read this, and you know, you read it in such disbelief, and that's how it was for me. I read it and I was genuinely in disbelief. I was like, there's no way. Like, my dad was sitting speaking to me at the point in time. He's in his room, he was still like having this coffee, he's sitting speaking to me and whatnot, and he's like, just having a conversation about some stupid stuff about how like we're, you know, like how things went the other day with all the stuff that we had to deal with on Monday and Wednesday, etc, right? But like I'm quiet because I'm like, there's no, like I said, I'm speaking aloud to myself. I'm like, there's no way. Like, there is no way that my luck can be this bad. Like, my Monday, my Wednesday, my whole like past 2 weeks, they've not been good, right? But there's no way it can be this literally bad. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. There can't be. It can't be right. This has got to be some sort of scam, or some sort of like fake, like impersonating of PlayStation, trying to get your account details, or some sort of like trash like that. There is no way this can be legit. It was legit. So I'm going to show you guys the email right now, right? So this, like, I got the email about 1:10 p.m. and I woke up about 1:40, 1:30, right? So it was like not long after I woke up, like, you know, like, or not like long after I woke up, it had basically been sent, or just before then. And it says the actual subject was, your account has been permanently suspended. Now I clicked on it and it has everything, all the like the actual PlayStation official stuff, you know, like the Sonia email.sonyentertainmentnetwork.com, like everything. Like, it's got all the details for it. I'm like, all right, this is you know, this is no boot, like this is no bull, this is all real, you know what I'm saying? 100%. Like, it's not rubbish, it's genuine. Like, this is real. I'm not like this is not some scam, you know what I mean? So it says at the very top, after like your account has been permanently suspended, dear Catmanjoe bot, and it says bot, by the way, because if you don't know, by the way, gameplay is about Switch and Minecraft. I'm about to get killed. Like, this was the end of my gameplay for this game. I was done with like this game mode. I was like, yo, I am done with this. I want to do something different. Like, after this, I was just exhausted. This guy like just pummeled me to death. Like, I just got knocked off. The man probably killed me when I hit the wall. So it was ridiculous. Anyway though, so it says dear Catmanjoe bot, and it says bot because my name was dear Catman. It was Catmanjoe, but my friends call me Avocado, or Catmanjoe, but my friends call me Jesus, or Catmanjoe, but my friends call me Queen, like whatever. Like, just random stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always bought something, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, it says, what's happened, question mark. Your account for PlayStation TM, trademark obviously, network has been permanently suspended. Why? PlayStation Safety, PlayStation Safety determined that content uploaded from your account to Messages 2.0 PlayStation Network breached the code of conduct set out in our terms of service. Now, there is not any official screenshots of like exactly, you know, showing what I done wrong, or, you know, adding to, like, you know, to show some evidence. So I was a little bit like, okay. And it said, what was wrong with it, question mark. Using PlayStation Network for commercial purposes, including posting advertisements, solicitations, or promotions. We only suspend accounts after careful consideration by our moderators. Sincerely, PlayStation Safely, or PlayStation Safety. You can go fuck yourself, PlayStation Safety. Honestly, they never reviewed shit. There was no careful consideration. This was a bot, man. So what had happened was, as I told you guys, I replied to over 500 messages that backdated up to 3 months. And at the end of every single one of my messages, like what I do in my comment section and whatnot, and all my social medias in general now, is I always respond with a copy-pasted message. Now, it's nothing rude or nothing me trying to be a pain in the ass or be a pain to you. Like, just ignore it if it's that much of a big deal, really. I mean, come on, do we really have to be like that, you know, much snowflakes about it that we can't, like, that we have to acknowledge a comment, right? But on my PlayStation messages, I was answering everybody who's messaging me, and after I was answering them, I was saying, also, while I'm messaging, if it's not too much to ask, would you mind checking out my podcast channel and subscribing to it? We are trying to reach 1,200 subscribers. Thanks. Link in the channel itself, not a specific video, but just the channel itself. And I legitimately got permanently suspended for that. No warnings. I've never had a 1-day suspension or a 2-day suspension or a week suspension or a month. Nothing of those sorts ever in my entire life. I've only had one single warning ever, and that was because I messaged a pedo who was in my Minecraft community. He was not in my Minecraft community, but he was in my actual, like, you know, community of my actual YouTube channel. And he was, I'm not gonna like name names, but if you check my Instagram, you'll know who I mean. His name begins with a C, it ends, their second name has an M in it. You guys probably can work it out if you check my Instagram. But nonetheless, like, that was the only ever time I've ever had a warning. Only ever time, right? So I'm like, okay, I see this email and I'm like, right, okay, right. You know, I'm stressed already now because I just woke up and I'm getting this, right? It's Thursday, tomorrow I've got a stream. You know, what exactly have I lost? All that kind of jazz. But overall, I'm like, right, I'm gonna keep optimistic. At the end of the day, it's clearly been a mistake. I'm gonna look into like trying to file an appeal or something like that, right? I'll look into it. There's no way to file an appeal for this kind of thing. You can file an appeal for 2 different reasons. If like your account has been permanently suspended due to you saying something rude over like messages or something like that, you can give more context. You can appeal it and try and like let them understand the reasoning why you say those kind of things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like those are that you can appeal for that. Or if your account is like, you know, owing money to PlayStation somehow and it hasn't been paid or something like that, and that you have to, you know, you're required to pay the money, then you know your account gets fully unsuspended. So like those are the only kind of 2 things that you can appeal for if you get suspended. I got permanently suspended though for promoting my podcast channel to people that were from my channel. Like everybody, as a reminder, everybody who messaged me, right? If I'd ever sent them a link to my podcast ever before in the past, I didn't send them another one. Like I never sent 2, I only sent 1 ever. Like I'd go up the conversation just to double check that I never sent one to that person before, right? So these people as well had only ever found me via my streams on YouTube or on Twitch or my content in general. Like these people weren't strangers. They didn't not know who I was. They were subs to my YouTube channels. They knew who I was. They were a part of my community. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it wasn't going out of their way for them to go drop a sub to my bloody podcast channel or even read a message. Like nobody has to sub. Like it says, if you don't mind checking my podcast channel. It doesn't mean, yo, check my podcast channel. You have to do it. Like that was the whole kind of point around it. So I know, man. I'm still blown about this. It's just ridiculous that this even happened. For everybody who's like, yo, call up Sony, do this, do that, do whatever. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I've still got to call up Sony and give them a ring and be like, hey, this is what happened. Like, I think there's been a mistake. But in all fairness, like, I know there hasn't. Like, I know, like, I've not done anything, like, bad. But, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I have been obviously promoting my podcast to, you know, all these people I'd be messaging back. But there is, like, a mitigating circumstances to some degree, of course. Like, you've got to understand the context was like, all right, I wasn't messaging these people out of the blue. Every one of these people had messaged me asking me something or for advice or asking questions or whatever it was. And I replied with the right answer or whatever it was you were asking me about properly with voice messages, so it wasn't some automated bot response. But then I'd also additionally, after I'd done that, tagged on this little bit like, hey, check my podcast, and that was it. And I get permanently suspended. Yet like there's accounts out there that are legit like serial offenders that do shit that is so sketchy. Like I'm sure everybody here knows what I mean. Like there's accounts out there, players that do stuff that is 10 times worse than what I've done, and they get permanently suspended, or they don't get permanently suspended. It is absolute utter garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like it is complete garbage. And I know, man, PlayStation support can go fuck themselves. Like I know, man, it really sucks. Again, I'm probably gonna call them in the future and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I'm not really too bugged about it. Like I let and let live. You know what I'm saying, man? I don't have to go and keep like getting myself stressed up about it or stressed out about it. It is what it is, though. It does suck. You know what I'm saying, in general. And I know, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest things that was a pain in the ass was like, again, I'd had this account for the past 4 years. I'd made videos on this account exclusively for the past 4 years. Luckily beforehand though, I'd set up an alt account, my one that I'm on right now, Catmanjoe 2020, and that was the one that I had as a backup in case my main one ever something bad happened to it. and I had like over like 1,300 friends on that one and everything. So I wasn't starting a complete brand new, but I had no trophies on my other account. All the games that I bought on my main account, you know, Borderlands 3, Borderlands 1, you know, The Forest, 7 Days to Die, Monopoly, like you guys name it, I had it, kind of thing. Not every game, but I had quite a few. I've lost all those games, all access to them as well, because accounts been suspended. And one of the biggest things, aside from all of that kind of shit, for me definitely was my Minecraft world. I only have one Minecraft world currently because I lost all my data 3 months ago on my PS4. So like I lost all my game saves, everything like that, because my PlayStation 4 went corrupt, the data, which was that was a kick in the face, but I wasn't too bugged about it overall, you know what I mean? But like one thing that really bugged me was losing my Minecraft world that we've been working on and streaming on for the past 3 months now. And luckily we didn't fully use it. I got some help actually, thankfully, and from this one guy whose channel linked down below. I honestly, I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. It's terrible though, it's a sin. But this guy, I'll hopefully have his photo of his channel on screen right now, but he actually came, I commented on his channel, I was like, hey man, it was like on like Thursday night. Well, after this has happened, I messaged him. I found his video, tried using Save Wizard to try and, you know, copy the save files I had on my old account because I couldn't go online with it, copy them onto a USB and then move them over to my other account with Save Wizard, or do something, you know what I mean? And I contacted this guy and asked him, and he was like, yeah, hey man, yeah, I can help you out. We sat a party from 7 in the morning on Thursday, technically Friday morning, right? We sat a party from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. I kept having power cuts because it was snowing in the UK and Scotland where I live, but we finally got it all fixed. We got, you know, not all fixed, but I managed to get my saves, or like my world save from my actual main like streaming world, from my legacy edition on my other account to my obviously Bedrock edition on my new account. And it was stressful. I had to rebuy Minecraft. I lost my editions button, like I lost my PlayStation Plus, I lost my games. Yeah, it was stressful, you know what I'm saying? But like overall, like I know man, like I'm fortunate to have the world, and that was really all that mattered to me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah guys, that's what's been happening recently. So yeah, I know content as well hasn't been that fluent. I've kind of not uploaded quite a lot, and hopefully this kind of gives you guys a bit of understanding as to why. You know, I've just been trying to do a lot of shit like outside of like obviously my own channel with the podcast stuff and writing scripts for that, which like that's hard work, you know what I'm saying? But I've been trying to do that. I'm also trying to keep on top of all my social medias, and I'm trying to be there for my community, but like at the same time do my job and work and all that kind of jazz, and enjoy myself, you know what I'm saying? Which that's one of those things, like for me, like I'm always someone, and I'm not trying to be like I don't big-headed or like egotistic or anything like that. I'm just being genuine. People that know me know this. I'm not someone that likes to leave people out of the group, you know what I'm saying? I'm not someone that doesn't think about others. I'm very like empathetic, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is, to other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I will not, like if I'm playing a game like Minecraft with somebody, right, and everybody, like, you know, there's like 7 of us or 8 of us in a group, right, and several of us are like, oh, let's go play GTA 5, and then one person's like, I don't have GTA 5, I've only got I don't have it. I'll be like, no, we're not playing GTA 5, and I'll be like, why not? And it's because I don't leave anybody out of the group, you know what I'm saying? It's the same idea of messaging people. Like, I don't want to ignore people, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm about. But due to this, like, I don't know what I can do. Like, am I just supposed to ignore people now on PlayStation? Like, that's kind of what I'm having to do, which really sucks, because I'm not about that. Like, that's not what I'm about whatsoever. But at the same sense, promote my podcast was one of those kind of extra motivators that helped kind of motivate me to keep replying to more comments or more messages or DMs or whatever. So like not having that now is like a real kind of, I guess, like almost wrench in the works kind of thing, because it kind of kicks the motivation a little bit more out of it. So I don't know, man. I just thought I'd share this with you guys, let you guys know what's been happening. I know this video's gonna be long as shit. It's Monday though, so like it's been a while since I made a proper fucking video. So I was like, hey, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna make a big ass video. I want to explain what's been happening, and gonna have some dope gameplay in the background or whatever, you know, whatever it is. But yeah, everybody, love you all. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you guys did go to enjoy it, please be sure to drop a like and share it for your friends and family. And of course, if you're new to the channel as well, please be sure to subscribe. Help us reach our goal of 50,000 subscribers. I don't know, folks, I just hope you all understand I've just been hella busy. Honestly guys, I appreciate every single one of you. I really honestly do. It's just hard to balance like trying to respond to people like on all my social medias and make videos and, you know, stream and do in real life stuff and work on my podcast and everything else. Like it's just a lot on someone's shoulders, and for me, like, luckily I can deal with quite a bit, but it still is quite a lot, you know what I'm saying, overall, guys. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching today's video. See you guys on the next one. Have a great day or great night wherever you all are. Love you all, and yeah, everybody, peace out.